Hi guys, how are you? Okay, so today we're going to start a fantastic, very creative portrait project. So a portrait is basically an image of a person, and it could be a self-portrait. This is a self-portrait project of yourself, and it is focusing on the face, and it can include up until the waist. So you can do like a zoom in, or you could do a little bit slightly far. You could do a side profile, but for this project, we are either face front or 3/4. What I chose to do is slightly 3/4 or face front. So I am gonna go ahead, first step, make sure you look fabulous, and then take a photo. Make sure that you print it. And now wait, I forgot one step that's super crucial, and that's taking a side profile. Okay, so you take the camera, you could either have someone take this for you and you click and you have a side profile, or you can have somebody take it of you. You do want that profile. Next step after that is you need to print it. So I printed my face and I made sure to cut it out. I also printed my side profile, right? So this project is really all about you. And I want you to understand that we are one person, obviously, right? But we have different roles, we have different interests, we have maybe sometimes we exhibit different personalities, right? You can have a part of you that likes looking at Disney movies, and then you can have a part of you that likes watching an action movie. In my case, I'm a mom, I'm a daughter, I am a teacher, I am also a cousin, an aunt, a friend, a best friend, and I have all these different roles. You yourself can be a student, you could be a son, a daughter, or you could be you might have some cousins, so you have the cousin role as well. You have the best friend role. You have all these roles and kind of things that are in your head and in your heart. So this project is super awesome because you are focusing on how to do a portrait and kind of show those different roles by doing several things. First thing, like I said, you cut your paste out. It should not be that big. So your paper, and I'm using a hard paper, should be relatively about this side. You are gluing it in the bottom. Yes. So you put some glue. Don't put so much glue that the paper gets crumpled up. Now you can leave this step for a little bit like last. And if you print more than one, you could kind of cut it, get an idea of what your space looks like. Because what we have over here is that we have all this wonderful space over here on this side that can easily have and showcase the things that represent you, the things that you like. So in our other project, what we did is we focused on words, because words can be artistic. Words can represent us as well. But this focus will be on images. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the photographs that I took. The great thing about technology is that either A, you can use your cell phone camera and take photographs of things that you see that you really like and gravitate towards, or things that you own. So let's say, I'm not gonna lie, I have plushies. So I actually have some plushies, and I have Harry Potter things. I have Pophead, little kind of figurines. So I could easily take photographs of that and be like, that is a part of something that is of me, or something that I like, that I enjoy. But I'm going to use the internet for this one. So I actually really like fish. I think fish are really cool. You can see some fish over here that I've actually drawn and then put some really cool artistic quotes. But I also like drawing them, not always realistic, but sometimes a little different. But it's kind of good to look at different an actual maybe real fish as an idea. And so I have a picture of this red fish, and I think it's super awesome. One, I really love the color. I love how you can really see those scales. So that's something that I like. You can easily choose something else. I happen to really like seeing Japanese geisha women. I think they're very cool and interesting. So I took a whole bunch of photographs, or actually saved the images of different geisha women. So that could be something that I also like. My son actually likes a character called Fishstick of Fortnite. So you could be a gamer. I'm not a gamer, but I do enjoy Crash Bandicoot, but I kind of really like what my son is into, which is Fortnite Fishstick. So what I did is I Googled him and I printed out an image. Now, if you have a cell phone camera, you just save those pictures here, and then you can easily just turn it on and go ahead and reference that. You have to kind of map out the space, right? So you probably thought, I forgot, what about the profile picture that she took? She said we need a profile picture. And that's where the drawing aspect definitely will also be included in this project. So you print out your profile pic, or if you want to use your cell phone camera, I chose to print it. And this shows me today. I really like the way I have my headscarf. But we're focusing on how I am drawn. Now, I don't want you to trace because I think we should definitely challenge ourselves to draw. So what we are going to do is obviously practice, right? So I'm going to go ahead and use the whiteboard and show you how we would practice how to draw a profile pic. So looking at this, we can see that it goes, we start off like this, right? Then we go to the nose. My nose is actually not as big as I thought, and I am going down. Right? You want to draw your nose how your nose actually is. And regardless of the shape of your nose, the size and everything, it's all beautiful because it's you. This is a celebration of you, your beauty, and inner and outer beauty because everyone's beautiful. And then we just go ahead, looking at this again. I'm going to go down. Now here you don't see it because it's in black and white, but obviously I have lips. So you need to make some lips. And then you do the lower lip. Now my chin doesn't go that in, like it's not a big indent. Remember, it's kind of subtle depending on your face. So mine just goes in a little bit and then out. Ooh. And I kind of made, and I actually am a little heavy, so I have like this, right? And then my eyes, looking at the profile pic, I have my eyebrow that's coming from here. And then I have my eye that I'm looking. So the eye is to the side. So we usually draw eyes like this, right? No, this is a side eye. So it's like this in the pupil. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and I can also see that I have a head wrap. So I'm going to continue that. But if you are drawing yourself with your hair, you would draw your hair. I have obviously an ear, right? And then I have two earrings in this one. I have an ear that looks like a wing, but you can also make up your own earring. Let's say you don't own an earring that looks like a wing and you kind of like that. You can do that. I have also my small little earring right here, which you can also see in the image. And I'm going that far. So I practice now, right? Next step would be to get your pencil. You want a pencil so that you can lightly draw your face. So what you're doing on this side is that you're drawing a profile pic. That is what you're going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and get a pencil so I can start. And I hope you can see it. It's going to be a little tricky. I hope you can see what I am doing. All right. So again, I am taking my profile. So because I put the picture in this way, I kind of got to flip it mentally. That the profile, even though it's looking this way, we want the profile to be looking out that way. So I'm going to go ahead and go lightly with my pencil over here. I'm going to go again to my nose. I hope you could see that. Right, my nose. And I have nostrils, obviously. Going down, I kind of need to go a little smaller on the nose because my nose in this picture doesn't look like it's really... You want to go as close as possible to who you actually look like your profile looks like. And then you're going indenting and your lips, right? And then your chin. So I chose to wear a head wrap today. I'm going to go ahead. Remember what we did with the eyes? It is a side eye. I don't know if you can see that. And then and then the pupil, the eyelid. I need to go like this, the eyebrow. It doesn't look exactly like me right now, but I'm hoping that I can mess around with it a little bit more and get it as close to me as possible. Remember we talked about here, there is also the earrings. So I have to make sure that I include that, my ear, because I wanted to have characteristics that I see. So that way when people look at it, they'll be like, hey, that's Miss Lena. I want them to really notice that it is me. Again, if I had something that is, my hair was loose, because I have sometimes my hair out loose, I would do that. We need a neck over here. And this is as far as we got. So I'm gonna, hopefully you guys can see that. Got that? Now you could definitely tweak it, because right now doing it as a tutorial and then do it in person can be very tricky. On a separate piece of paper, I want you to start, your other job is to Google or research things that you like. You want images of things that you like that represent your interest, represent the things that you like, and then we are gonna add that slowly over here. And I suggest we do it on a separate paper because we do not want this to mess up. This is a collage, okay? Again, my face is not perfect, so I'm definitely gonna improve that, but you can see my profile and I'm gonna try to do it better for the other one. So again, if you notice, I colored it or drew it very lightly because if I make a mistake, the last thing that I wanna do is mess up my really nice thick paper. Okay, anyway, that's it for now. I'll make sure to post another video going with the next steps of what we're doing. Make sure that you look out for things that you find beautiful, interesting, or represent you. Make sure you have that, photographs of that, and have all of that as references because they will definitely help you draw all of those things. Anyway, have an awesome day. Bye.